Drone pilot trying to take photos of Harry and Meghan's house risks disaster, Mirror Online. The pilot flew the drone over Prince Harry's and Meghan Markle's new home Frogmore Cottage in the middle of Heathrow Airport's busy flight path, it is claimed. A drone pilot risked disaster by flying the device over and Meghan Markle and Poe's new country home in the middle of Heathrow and Poe's busy flight path, a witness says. The drone was being operated in a restricted area in a possible attempt to take aerial photos of Frogmore House a day after Harry and Meghan moved in. A photographer walking in Great Windsor Park took snaps of the quadcopter soaring hundreds of meters into the air as passenger jets flew just 90 meters (300 ft) above on their final approach. A witness said the drone flew south to north along the line of the Long Walk, the route Harry and Meghan took in a carriage on their wedding day last year, and hovered over Windsor Castle. It then returned south down the Long Walk and swerved east and headed towards before returning south where it came from and disappearing. The drone flight took place just after 5 p.m. on Saturday. The photographer, who snapped the drone on a long lens with a professional camera, estimated the height of the drone to be more than 300 meters (984 ft). The maximum height a drone can be legally flown, even in an uncontrolled airspace, is 121 meters (396 ft). The route taken by the drone was within very tightly controlled airspace near to one of the world and Poe's busiest flight paths. It was in the London Central Zone as well as being right in the middle of the Heathrow arrivals and departures flight path with passenger jets flying through it at low altitude every 2 minutes. It was also within 5 miles of the airport, which is a further controlled zone by law, and within close proximity of Windsor Castle, which is a banned zone for drone flights. It is also illegal to fly zones within the confines of Windsor Great Park. A website dedicated to tracking all flights in and out of international airports showed that at 5:03 p.m. on Saturday, right in the middle of the drone flight, 8 passenger jets were lining up to make the final approach to Heathrow, flying over this exact part of Windsor. Passenger planes flew overhead at an altitude of between 1,300 ft and 1,400 ft, according to flight tracking website. A witness said of the drone, "We were walking along the Long Walk towards Windsor Castle, a few hundred meters from the castle. The passenger jet flight path switches between times of day, and at this time 5 p.m. arrivals were coming in right over our heads. They are always very low. The noise is deafening. There were jumbo jets, Boeing 747 and super jumbos, Airbus A380 and others. They come about every 2 minutes, and on Saturday that was their flight path all afternoon. Then in between the flights, we heard the distinctive whirring of a drone overhead." The witness added, "I was quite shocked. It seems like it flew over our heads at about 200 meters up towards Windsor Castle and then went up very high almost out of sight, but we could see that it came back towards us, then went to the east over to the area where I know Frogmore Cottage is. Then it returned to the Long Walk and flew back over our heads and went south out of sight. It was in the air above us for about 5 or 6 minutes. In that time, 3 flights must have come over in the exact same airspace and also very low." Harry, 34, and Meghan, 37, only moved into Frogmore Cottage, their new 10-bedroom home, on Friday after a months-long renovation. The Duchess of Sussex is due to give birth to the couple and Poe's first child soon. It is said the renovation of the couple and Poe's Grade 2 listed Frogmore Cottage cost £3 million. Harry and Meghan had been living in a cottage on the grounds of Kensington Palace in West London, but decided to move to the Queen and Poe's Windsor estate for more privacy. Between 19 and December 21 last year, hundreds of flights were cancelled at Gatwick Airport, following reports of drone sightings close to the runway. The reports caused major disruption, affecting approximately 140,000 passengers and 1,000 flights.
Raindrop, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that.